This is Megan Hughes with the Terrier Sports Network, and I have Sarah Benedetti here to talk a bit about the preseason, some of the upcoming expectations for the 2014 season. So, Sarah, welcome.
Thank you.
Great. So we want to just dive in a bit and figure out what you've been up to in the off season. What's life been like for Sarah Benedetti the past couple months?
This off season was a little different for me. I didn't spend as much time on basketball. I was focusing more on getting some real world experience. I spent 2 months in DC, and I went to George Mason University, took classes down there while taking on an internship.
Wow, what was your internship? What's your field of study?
I'm majoring in political science, so this summer I worked for a nonprofit organization known as the National Council for Adoption. So I spent a lot of time down at Capitol Hill working on public policy, speaking with different senators and congressmen, and really just focusing on international affairs related to adoption.
So is that a field that you'd be interested in going into at the conclusion of your senior year, or what are your aspirations outside of basketball?
It's a magic question. I'm still unsure about what I want to do after basketball, but I think definitely something in the policy realm. Mm-hmm. I'm still thinking about law school, and I definitely want to do some traveling before I start settling down and doing work.
Traveling.
Yeah.
So do you have a place in mind, or is it just open?
I definitely want to go to Europe. I've been to Australia. I did Brazil. So Europe is definitely on my bucket list of places that I need to get to.
Oh, good to know. Good to know. So you spent a lot of time, you said, just on personal development in the off season. But what were you doing in the gym? What was Sarah Benedetti doing to improve that shot and make her game even better than it was last season? What's your focus?
Right. This summer I really focused on my conditioning. I ran a lot. I tried to lift as much as I could in between working and going to class. But I also really focused on ball handling. It's not my strongest aspect, so I tried to work on that this summer as well.
Got you. So when we look at you on the court, your personality, once you get in between those lines, you are fierce. So, and it's a far cry different from the milder personality that we see here off the court. What changes for you when you flip that switch between those lines?
It's just a sense of competition, knowing that you're going out to play a basketball game, which is what I love to do. Being able to be with people that have the same goal as me and just working to win, just you do what you have to do to get the win.
Everyone that watches you play is in awe of your quick trigger, and we all know you're a tremendous offensive threat from behind the three-point line especially. And it seems like when you come on the court sometimes there is no limit to your range. So when you step on the court, what are you thinking? What goes through your mind right before you release a shot?
Honestly, not too much goes on. I just know that my teammates trust me and they have given me the ball for a reason. And shooting's my favorite part of the game, so I just have fun with it and I just let it go.
Excellent. What's been your motivation, your long-standing career as you enter your senior season? What's been that drive that keeps you just yearning to get better and to contribute and make your team better?
My love for the game, ever since I was a little kid, I've loved basketball, and that just keeps me coming back for more. And just the thought that this year we could win a championship really makes me want to work hard and put it all out there for my last year.
You mentioned championship. So looking forward to this season, there's a lot of parity in the NEC, and we know that every game counts. What do you think is going to have to be the team's central focus and also your focus to get you all over the hump back into postseason play and hopefully on the way to that championship?
I think as a team, we just need to stay focused and play the way that we know how to. It's a long season. There's a lot of distractions along the way, but as long as we play our game, I think we pretty much could be unstoppable. And for me, I think I just need to keep focused. I need to make sure I'm mentally prepared for games and just do what I can to help the team win.
Is there a particular matchup that you're looking forward to this season?
Not in particular, but I'm taking on a newer role this year because we are playing with 4 guards instead of 2 posts and 3 guards. I've had to take on a role of being a bigger post player, even though I'm not that big. So I'm learning the new plays from a new spot. So it's been a big focus of mine for the time being.
You mentioned some of the new faces joining the program as a senior leader on this team. What advice have you given to or will you give to some of the incoming freshmen?
Just take everything in stride. Being a freshman is really overwhelming, and there's a lot that you'll make mistakes about and a lot of things that we made mistakes of when we were freshmen. So just go out there, open mind, and know that you're going to make a mistake, but you can always make up for it.
And so when you think about the mistakes you've made and how those have helped you grow, what's the one mistake that you say has helped you the most and seeing the most growth out of that mistake?
My mistake is mental. When I don't make a shot or I miss a few in a row, I get really worked up about it and I get upset. And that's been something that shut me out of a few games before. And I've really learned that I need to just be positive and go on to the next shot.
So just taking this to a little bit of a lighter note, a few questions for you. So finish the sentence, if you will. When I step onto the court, the first thing that I think of is?
Well, that's a tough one. Hopefully practice isn't too hard today.
That's a good answer. When I go home, the first thing that I cook up for myself is?
Oh, whatever's in my fridge, which usually isn't too much.
The one thing that you take from your family with you always is?
Probably just our family's personality, willingness to have fun. My family's really laid back. We're a big family, and we're just always going with the flow and doing whatever's going on.
The one thing that Coach John Thurston has instilled in you and that you'll carry on after you're done playing basketball is?
To believe in myself. He tells me all the time, he's like, I don't know why you work yourself up so badly. Just give yourself a chance. You're good. So.
The NEC should watch out for Sarah Benedetti this year because she's coming back
with a three-pointer and a post move.
Hey! And finally, the Terriers are going to be on their way to an NEC championship
if we play our Terrier way. No one can stop us this year.
And I lied, one more question. Define the Terrier way.
Terrier way is a big question. We just play literally transition whenever we can, push the ball up the court, and play tough defense. We get on it when we're on defense, and that helps us win games.
Great. Sarah, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
This is Megan Hughes and Sarah Benedetti with the Terrier Sports Network.